Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're calling in from. We'd like to welcome you to our team training. This is our training.
August. Unbelievable. Not if you're in North America yet. But
holy cow, this year is flying by. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. We're really excited because we have some amazing recognition that we're going to go through today. And we also have some special announcements as well. So we'll get stuck straight into it. You're going to hear from some really phenomenal leaders who have achieved some absolutely fabulous goals over the last month, and we probably have witnessed history, I'd say, in the making with the recent promotion that ASEA has been running, the Bounce Back promotion.
Oh, no question about it. We're blown away. Corporate's blown away. People have just been kicking goals and just hitting some amazing tries. So we're very, very excited about sharing some of that excitement with you today.
And Jenny Rose, our assistant, picked an Olympic type theme. So no doubt some of you feel like you have been in the Olympics, running a race and running a marathon maybe.
The Network Marketing Olympics.
Yeah, that's right. So welcome again, everyone. We're Bart and Melissa. And yeah, we'd love to welcome you from all around the world. And I'll get straight into the the agenda. Okay, so we'll go through the recognition, and we've got a fun piece that's been put together with templates as of last Saturday. So all the recognition that will be coming through today, last night, we can't include that in this particular presentation because we don't have the list in our virtual office updated, but we'll have a few of you no doubt shout out some of the rank advancements that are happening today and yesterday. Some of them are very exciting. We're going to have a recorded video from ASEA President Jaron Webb, who will be sending us specific a message, us as in Australian associates as well. And we're hearing from Lourene Bevaart. She has achieved something that's extremely prestigious, important, and insightful when it comes to the strength and the depth of Lourene's business, Lourene's ASEA business. So we welcome Triple Diamond Lourene. And then we're going to hear from the one and only David He, who, as most of you may have known or seen, he's just achieved the rank of Ambassador Diamond. So we'll learn from him how he did it. And of course, Richard Lee, who is in a class of his own, Ambassador Triple Diamond, who'll be sharing with you what he's been up to and some of the excitement that's been happening in his team for us to learn from as well. ASEA, stay tuned on the webinar. They have an exciting new promotion that's launched today. One promotion finishes at 1:59 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and another one starts 2 minutes later. So
actually, the new one actually started at midnight tonight, 12:01.
Oh, tonight. That's right.
So we actually have a short period of time where these promotions overlap.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then we're going to hear from, and so it's new for us. We were learning it before the presentation here, so we're putting it out there that we'll do it justice. And then we're going to hear from Platinum Daja Nylof as she talks a little bit about the circle system from the perspective of a particular tool that you can download for free that she's been getting a lot of success on. So we'll hear from her, and also Sean Farrell, who'll be taking us through how he's using the Bart Kotter House, two really simple parts of the circle system that if you get down and learn can really help you in your business and the building of your ASEA business. And of course, we'll be going through some upcoming events. Now, if you have some upcoming events, please, and they're not listed here, please shoot me an email next time at melissakotter@gmail.com so I can add them to the PowerPoint.
Just to mention, we've got a couple other guests that are joining us as panelists as well. Ambassador Triple Diamond Mal Sword, and let's see, Ambassador Diamond Ed Ween should be jumping on as well.
Okay, and we got Ambassador Triple Diamond Dan Doyle on with us.
Absolutely,
from Hawaii. So perfect. Okay, let's play our recognition.
I want you to always feel you're amazing. 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 You're amazing. Say you don't know how to do it now, so you run. It's not that you're bleeding, but you're through it now, so you run. I know that you need it, you can't live alone, so you run, so you run. Everyone says you're amazing now that you're clean, but only you know who the real ones are, 'cause you've seen. There's only one question that I want to ask, is it healing when you hear everyone say you're amazing? Does anyone ask you? Do you cry in your sleep? And do you feel okay when you run? Thinking it's doomsday, you got to let it go, so you run. Pretend you don't see it, that way you can't live the lie when you run, so you run. Everyone says you're amazing now that you're clean. Only you know who the real ones are, 'cause you've seen. There's only one question I want to ask, is it healing when you hear everyone say you're amazing? Does anyone ask you? 'Cause I know that you're real, amazing, amazing, amazing. Everyone says you're amazing now that you're clean. Only you know who you are, 'cause you've seen. There's only one question I want to ask, is it healing when you hear everyone say you're amazing? Does anyone ask you? I want you to always feel you're amazing. I want you to always feel you're amazing. I want you to always feel you're amazing. Everyone say you're amazing. You're amazing.
Transition to the
Gold.
and then the
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Smash it. Like oh my god. Like oh my god. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get oh. Fill up my cup. Drink. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Move it, move it. Just take it. Oh, let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. 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 Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rock it. Don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Woo-hoo.
Wow.
Yay, that was amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah,
everyone.
that was fantastic.
Oh, gosh.
Especially the music was such timed so well.
We didn't do it. And we really want to take a few minutes to especially recognize those of you who have been using fast forwards as well. This list has been incredible for
Yeah, go ahead.
for the last 4 weeks. So of course with Fast Forward, you have 14 days for 4 new enrollments. It doesn't matter if they're associates or preferred customers, but the key is to also bring in those 800 promo points. So here are the people who rank advanced, or not rank advanced, sorry, I'm having mouse issues here, who achieved Fast Forward for the first 2 weeks in July. So all these amazing people, there's another slide to come for the first 2 weeks. So it's a fantastic way to get loyalty reward points, 100 ASEA loyalty reward points in this case, and those 25 free Renew 28 sample tubes. So in Australian dollars, it's about $610 worth of value, which is really significant. So congratulations to all of you in the first part of July who earned a Fast Forward. So yeah, make sure if your leaders are on here who aren't on the webinar this morning, you let them know that they've definitely been recognised. And this is for the last 2 weeks in July when it shows up in the virtual office.
Look at all those fast forwards.
Yes,
This is such a great way to to build your business, to lead by example, and to create momentum and putting people in your business. So very, very exciting.
And a great way to capitalize on the Fast Start bonus too. So
That's right.
see some very familiar names on this list, and a lot of you actually on these slides have done back-to-back Fast Forwards. So congratulations for getting after it. We're really excited to see it has an incentive in place for us at any time. You don't have to be a new associate to take advantage of a Fast Forward, just have to unlock it in your virtual office. So congratulations to all of you again. And then a Fast Forward Plus, so you're doing even more work in the same period of time, 8 new enrollments, associates and preferred customers, and the promo points has increased to 1,200. So let's take a look at the amazing associates in the first part of July who achieved a Fast Forward Plus. So it's 3 times loyalty reward points at 300 loyalty reward points and increased fast start bonus. Works out to be about 1,124 Australian dollars in cash and free product. So congratulations to everyone listed here. We're really proud of you. You're leading the way and being an example to your team of what's possible. So, and
I'm seeing several back-to-back fast forward pluses here as well.
Yeah, that's right, which is a huge deal. So people are out there. This promotion has certainly been something to talk about. So what are we going to do now?
Let me just mention one thing. I know that there's a lot of people that have rank advanced, and that you mentioned this before.
Yeah.
But just a quick shout out to a couple. Alan Fitzgerald, I know just hit double diamond. Well done, Alan. So congratulations. We'll formally recognize you guys in our PowerPoint next month as well. Let's see.
Next week in social media as well.
And
so
Peter and Marina, I know hit platinum. We'll be hitting platinum today. So
fantastic, and so many more rank advancements too. So we unfortunately can't capture, as I said in the beginning, everyone today, simply because it doesn't show up in our virtual office. But anyway, here is an amazing message from ASEA President Jaron Webb for all of us.
Hello to my amazing associates in Australia. I'm so excited to be with you tonight. I wanted to film a little piece. I'm really excited tonight because I was visiting with Kim Hill after a several-week break with my family, and we were reviewing the reports of how Australia is doing, particularly with rank advancements since the Envision conference in Australia. And I was blown away at what you guys have been able to do. You are so amazing, and I want to take an opportunity and congratulate each of you for all the amazing hard work that you guys are doing to progress ASEA forward, to progress your business forward. You know, it's a difficult time right now. We're in a pandemic. It's really changed the way that all of us have to do business. We have to look at the business differently. We have to do the business differently. We have to change our mindset. And I read a quote the other day that said, leaders, true leaders, learn how to adapt to changing environments. And that's what you guys in Australia are doing. You're learning how to change to an adapting environment where the way we do business is being altered, and you're thriving. I was blown away at all of the rank advancements that are happening in Australia the past several weeks, the past several months since the Envision conference in Australia. And I'm blown away. Everybody at the office is blown away, and we are super excited. I want to congratulate all of the rank advancements, all of you who have worked so hard to rank advance, and I want to encourage you to keep it up. And tonight, I have a really, really fun surprise. Most of you know that I have 5 girls. They love to dance. And so we got a little surprise for you to congratulate and say, way to go to you guys.
Well, I've got to say, he's a better dancer than Chuck Funky. That was a beautiful surprise for all of us. And it's just indicative of how special this company is that the president would take the time to, the president of ASEA, take the time to put that video together for us. So that was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. These guys aren't stuffed shirts.
No.
They love to have a little fun. That's great.
Yeah, congratulations again, everyone, as we wrap up the recognition section. We are so proud of all of you, and truly we can believe it because of course we all deserve it, but we really are so blown away at the same time with being honoured and with it being such a privilege to know so many special people who are attracted into ASEA, but particularly our team. We feel like we've done something right, and we've been truly blessed, and it's because of the quality of each and every one of you who are really adding such dimension and depth and such a specialness to our lives. So we thank you so much for helping us to grow and be more and become more as leaders, and we do believe in every single one of you. So it's a pure honor. And of course, this wouldn't be happening without our fearless upline leader, Ed Weems, who's also on the call with us tonight. So Ed, I don't know if you wanted to say anything, or Danny or Richard or Mal or anyone about the recognition. Hey, Ed.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Loud and
Yeah,
clear.
good. Well, it's great to be here. We've been on the road today driving. We're 5 weeks today into our cross-country trip and back, where we started on the East Coast and went all the way to the West, and now we're bouncing back to the East. We're in Omaha, Nebraska tonight. I just echo what has been said, what Jerem said about the amazing pace of growth that all of you are modeling there. I was obviously trying to keep up with the different rank advancements. Is just it's amazing to see. And with all due respect to everybody that's rank advanced, obviously I'm very excited about welcoming David He to the ambassador ranks. He's such a great leader, such a great motivator. He's just a guy that, and he's a better golfer than me, which isn't saying a whole lot, but but he's just a lot of fun. Great leadership. Great, very exciting. He's been such a help to a lot of folks. And just to hear, I hear you just recently, even a few moments ago, mentioned Alan Fitzgerald on Double Diamond. That is such a huge accomplishment. So worthy of all of our applause, and all the rest of the folks that have advanced. Some of your leaders don't stay very long. I mean, it's like they come up to double diamond, and they don't even get off the freeway. They don't even pull over and toast it. They just come zipping right past it. So thanks to you, Bart and Melissa, for your leadership and the example that you've set, and of course your great leaders that you've developed over the years, Mal and Danny and Lourene. I was tickled to hear that Lourene is the newest member of the Millionaires, the $1 Million Club. So deserving, and such a great statement about what this business can do. And it's just another example of the great comeback vehicle that this company, this opportunity has been for so many that have kind of had their backs against the wall. And I'm just thrilled for Lourene. So my hat's off to all of you. You guys are to sit back and watch that parade of the music and all the rank advancements. It's just stunning, very noteworthy. So my compliments to all of you. I'm going to sit back and just kind of watch what unfolds here tonight. But thank you so much. It's an honor to be teamed with you. Looking forward to getting back over when we can actually meet face to face and hug your necks and just celebrate in person. But this will have to do. So thanks, Bart. I love you guys.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank
and
you,
it's
Ed.
thanks to you and Rebecca. And it's probably going to be good for your self-esteem to play golf with Bart more often.
Yeah.
I need something.
Yeah.
Look what you started though with all that recognition that was there. So thank you, Ed. We appreciate you.
And Rebecca. Yeah, love you very much.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dan, it's been impromptu. Mal, David, Richard, anyone want to say anything at this point? We're actually going to transition into hearing from Lourene, David, and Richard. But
that's right. We'll hear from them.
Anything about?
I forgot to mention Richard. I can't go on without. I got to at least tip my hat to Richard. Such a work ethic. Gosh, what an amazing guy. So thanks. I may have to hop off to meet somebody here tonight, but it's just good to be with you guys for a few moments.
Thanks for joining us, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Danny.
Or Mal, whomever.
Or Mal, yeah, Mal.
Maybe Doyley's gone to sleep, but what an incredible recognition. I mean, that's probably the biggest that I've seen in 4 years. So just incredible. And shout out to you, David, for reaching the ambassador ranks. Well done, big effort. And oh no, there's Doyley now. Just been awesome to watch all the recognitions. And of course, my old mate, Big Al's just, as you mentioned, just managed to reach double diamond, and between you and me, he's still on the freeway. He hasn't pulled off. So watch this space for another news a little bit later on this morning. So, but it's just excellent to see the growth with ASEA, and just to be able to provide so many of us with a home finally, after all these years that many of us have spent in the trenches, looking for a safe haven, and we finally found it with ASEA. So, but huge congratulations to everybody. Well done, and well done to you, Bart and Melissa, for putting together this team, and Doyley too. Incredible organisation. So congratulations to you guys for leading the way, and to my little mate there in Hawaii, Doyley. So anyway, I'll jump off and let's have a listen to Doyley. But thanks for the invitation.
Thank you, Mal.
Thank you, Mal.
I've just had goosebumps for the past week, and this call's just enhanced them substantially. What a great leading, guys. What recognition. I'm just absolutely blown away and stoked with everybody's success. This bounce back promotion has done us wonders, done the company wonders. It's taken everybody to a level. You know, I've sent emails to the company about the morale in the field and how everybody's feeling at the moment, how upbeat and positive everything is, and then to come out with another promotion that they've just nailed it with, back to back. And sorry, phone was ringing then. And yeah, and we could see you guys, you know, throughout the recognition, but we couldn't hear what you were saying because of the loud music. But that was absolutely awesome. And thanks for putting this call together. It's really taken the momentum of this bounce back promotion into this week and beyond. So thanks so much. You've done an awesome job.
Thanks,
Thank you
Danny.
to you, Dan.
Yep, your leadership's been tremendous.
Look at what you've created.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you for joining us. And we're about to hear from 3 of your team members now. So we'll transition over to them. Be sure to give our love to Suzanne. And I know you're not where you're at without her being there by your side. So please shout out to her for us as well and give her a hug, as Ed said, come and hug her neck. Thanks, Dan.
That's right.
So I'll just go back to the PowerPoint,
slides.
Yeah. And then we are going to hear from Lourene first.
Hello to my amazing.
There we go. So this is an amazing achievement.
Wonder
Lourene,
Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. We call Lourene. She's fondly known as an incredible leader. She's really come so far in the last few years. She's rank advancing. It's not an easy feat. This is US dollars. This is $1 million US. So Lourene's joined this prestigious club, and I'd like to hand the time over to you, Lourene, so we can really just recognize you and congratulate you for what you have achieved.
You there, Lourene?
See where she's
I'm
at.
here.
She is. I'll just stop the share.
Fantastic.
Thanks for joining us.
How do I follow this? I mean, the recognition, the amazing leaders. And I'm so proud that Richard and David actually made time to come onto a Zoom. They're normally busy working, doing Zoom calls and so forth. So, and a huge shout out to my mate, Alan Fitzgerald, thrilled for him. Yeah, so this is just, what a leadership team.
Yeah.
Really excited. So, like, yeah, just absolutely privileged and very grateful to be recognised on here this morning. So thank you so much.
Well, congratulations to you, Lourene. Look what you've put in motion. And how does it feel to be a new member of the ASEA's $1 Million Club?
Well, there's not many people there, so look, it's a huge effort. You know, I'm honoured. What can I say? I'm very, very grateful. From where I came to where I am now, my life has changed, and the people I've connected with, the friendships and the relationships. You know, I've been asked a lot over the last fortnight, what are you guys doing down there? What is David and Richard doing, all these rank advance? And I said, it's pretty simple, really. Just come to Melbourne, lockdown 2.0, got nothing else to do but build your business. So come on down to Melbourne. We'd love you here.
You know, it's about making an opportunity out of a crisis, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, look, you know, we love what we do, and there's people out there. Oh, thank goodness it's a global business. People looking, and yeah, look, we've just been flat out working together. So it's been an incredible effort.
Well, you're an amazing, I know Bart's spoken to you about some of these questions, but you lead your team by example, Lourene. You've got an amazing work ethic yourself. Your time management skills are absolutely phenomenal. You're an athlete, you're a high achiever in life in general. This isn't surprising that you're still achieving at really, really high levels, but what would you say that the lowest common denominator is when it comes to your success?
Definitely consistency. That's the key. And like, I remember, like, when I entered this business back in 2014, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. But I just drew all my strengths, and through my competition career, the lessons that I learned. And I remember my coach saying to me, look, to be a top athlete or to learn or master the skill, it takes 10,000 hours. And we've heard that before, right? And it's the journey, it's the relationships, it's the friendships, it's the athlete that you're going to become that matters the most. And how true is that with our ASEA business? It's the journey that really counts. It's the relationships, it's the friendships, it's the person I become, it's the people's lives I impact, which makes sense. But on the way, you're going to get lots of bumps and bruises. And like in my training and my competitive days, you're going to meet athletes who are better, stronger and faster. But that's part of it. And same with this, you're going to meet people who, you know, make you challenge. You've got to deal with people's relationships. All those skills that I learned through my days earlier definitely have helped me with my ASEA business. And just be consistent. Wherever you are in your life or your business right now, it's of your effort and the consistency that you've put into your business on a daily effort. I have no doubt about that.
Like network marketing is like life and fast forward when you're talking about just helping people and relationships and all those kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I know too, Lourene, you're really good with putting boundaries in place. So you're the mum of two absolutely beautiful, amazing girls, but they're at home in your space all the time, and you're really, really good with boundaries. So
I am. Look, you know, my primary role now is to be a great mum, because I definitely was back before 2014. I really felt that I was failing that, because this is the situation I was in. You know, I was feeling like the victim. I felt sorry for myself. I was suffering depression and all that sort of thing. And I know that I was failing, and I knew that I had to change that. So now that I've got to a stage in my life where financially it's a lot better it is, and I'm a lot better fulfillment wise and emotionally, my A role is to be that amazing mum. So yes, I do set the boundaries. I definitely make sure that I set time for my work, but I also make sure that I set time for my family. And a lot of people would know that, because I often get asked to do things of the evening, to do Zooms or whatnot. I mean, that's family time to me. I'm happy to do it early in the morning or throughout the day, but the evening, that's for me, for my family. So there's a great example of setting a boundary.
You know, your story is so inspiring, and I think that so many people can relate to it. I mean, when you achieve and when you're there, the Millionaires Club, people just think that somehow you magically got there, but it is a journey. And you shared a bit of your story a while back. And do you have some of those slides? I'd love to kind of see it.
Oh, absolutely. Let me just share my screen. Let me just get it up.
Yeah.
And you have 3 members to your family now, Lourene.
I do. I have a little male in my family. God help him.
The boss of all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, let me have a look.
Beautiful dog.
1 second. We'll go to here. Oh, actually, I've got the wrong one, haven't I? 1 second. Oh, that'll do anyway. That's fine. Can you see that picture okay? Or shall I change the format to it?
Yeah, go ahead and change it if you
Change
can.
the
Yeah,
view.
just go ahead and change it. We can wait a second.
There you go.
That's it. Beautiful.
Okay, so one of the big things, I am big on creating memories. I think that is just so valuable. And if I look back at it now in the situation that we're in, oh my goodness, how happy and glad I am that I've actually done this, because who knows when we'll be able to have the freedom and go to these places again and travel. So with my girls, I've been very, very fortunate. I've taken them to the streets of Mykonos. I've been to the beaches of Thailand. I've been to the sand dunes of Dubai. Let me see if I can change the next slide. Yep. New York, Christmas back in 2017, I took them to Disney World in Florida. We drove all the way up to New York. We spent New Year's Eve there. Just amazing experiences for these kids. And I know it has had an impact on them. So I hear them talking about to their friends. I hear them telling little stories, which is amazing. Went to India, went to the streets last year, ride our bikes through Amsterdam. Honestly, just unbelievable experiences. Shopping down Rodeo Drive to the beaches of Hawaii. So, Dan, I'm coming back with my kids. I'm sure you'd love that. And you'd be an amazing babysitter while I can go shopping and swimming by myself. So thanks, Dan. And here I am, Disneyland here, right here in Disney World on Christmas Day. I mean, when's that ever going to open again? And be normal how it was. So look, I've just amazing, amazing experience. And I just know that I could have not have done that if it wasn't for what ASEA has provided. Here on the left, I won the trip Ascent, which was a cruise around the Caribbean with my 2 girls. I took them. That was amazing. And then I get to share the stage with some of my amazing leaders, amazing people from ASEA around the world. So from a woman that didn't want to get out of bed and that was crying on the kitchen floor from the situation she was in, to now being that person who loves to empower and inspire not only my kids, but other amazing people around the world. So it definitely has done a full circle, and I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm back to where I was when I was in my competition career, as in fulfillment, energetic, enthusiastic, and let's see how far I can go. I'm just loving the journey. Look, the $1 Million Club, it's just a great bonus, but it wasn't like I'm going to go for that. No, I just did what we had to do every day. And if you do the work, the success and the results come along. So yeah, if you And like I saw these Director 300s and Director 700s. Can I just say, when I started back in 2014, and when I hit the very first time Director 300, I know how good that feels. I know how amazing that feels. And it's a huge achievement, believe me. And then you got the next one, then you got the next one. Every stepping stone, enjoy it. Make sure you give yourself a little bit of reward for hitting those little ranks. Little, big to me. My first little commission check, which was $40, was huge. So it's all relevant. So enjoy it, keep striving, and make sure you listen and learn. Work on yourself as much as you can. Reach out, copy and follow the people that have succeeded. Everyone gets in a situation sometimes where they feel stuck or feel challenged or feel they're not progressing. Reach out. People are here. Everyone in front of you or above you has been exactly where you are. They know how you feel, and they can definitely give you a lending hand to help you get to the next level.
Wow, that's beautiful. You've certainly you lead by example with a quote from Vertis. Vertis says, if you make money, create memories. Remember, that's a quote that you took to heart. And that's exactly what you've done. I really appreciate you sharing those memories, because life has definitely changed, and you've created some incredible memories with your kids. It's beautiful.
Yeah, amazing. And like I said, you know, we won't be going anywhere in Melbourne for another 6 months for sure. I know that for sure. So yeah, I'm very, very fortunate that we've been able to do that. Very, very fortunate.
Well, with the track record of success that you guys have been setting down there in Victoria, we hope you stay in lockdown. No, we're very, and you've got a good point, Lourene, because Director 300, this business is really built on developing Director 300s, and we keep on developing them. And so to be able to recognise the Director 300, 700 and the executive ranks is really huge, because that's where they're in the trenches learning the business. We don't have to be perfect. Just need to build our belief system, like what you've been doing. You've had to do a ton of personal growth and work on yourself.
Yeah, a lot.
Based on what you were. And people would think, well, Lourene's used to being successful. She's a competitor. Look at the global scene, what she's done on the world stage. But life does happen, and you've picked yourself up and you've created a life of your dreams, and you're very deserving. And we're so proud to be associated with you, Lourene.
Thank you. Look, it's true what you say. Like, a lot of people say, oh, she's been an athlete, she's been there, she's tasted success before. But when you're down so low, it's, can I do it again?
Yeah.
Do I have the energy? Because I know how much work it's going to take. I know what it takes to get to the top. And it's like, can I do that? And I really struggled at the start, because you go, yes, and then you hit back down again. And you come a little bit further, you back down again. Yeah, so fortunate enough, I just been consistent, stuck at it. And it's not a race. It doesn't matter that someone gets to Ambassador Diamond. I started the business way before David did. It doesn't matter that he's got there before. I'm absolutely thrilled. But I'm absolutely thrilled my journey, where I've come, how my life has changed, experience I've given to my kids. And everyone's experiences, everyone's dynamics is totally different from family to family, from person to person. So you've just got to do the best you can. I mean, we all know that Debbie Wessler built her business at 20 minutes a day, right? Look at her now. Her life has changed. I think Mal Sword is another great example of someone who's climbed the mountain, come down, climbed the mountain, come down. Could he do it again? And look at him, he's just leading the way. I mean, there's so many of those stories. So many people have those stories that we really don't know what's happening behind the scene. Yeah, we see the glory, but let's see the struggle first. So yeah. It's so true. Like, you know, it's a big thing. Like, can I do it again? And thank God I'm stuck in there.
So your one word your one statement of advice, if someone was listening in for the first time, they just got started, they're just getting started with this journey, what would that piece of advice be?
For me, it's consistency. Just whatever you do, whatever your daily method of the little things that you have to do each day. So you're prospecting, you're following up in personal development, you must do every day. Or is it 5 times a week? Or is it 3 times a week? Because I don't know if you've got a full-time job, part-time, or any time. You've just got to fit that in your program, your week. But be consistent with that. Don't. Because I know what it's like. The less that you do, the less you don't become as confident. If you've listened to Tyler Norton's call the other day, it is so true. The more that you prospect, the more you get better at answering, you know what to send, you become more fluid, your confidence builds. But if you stop that, then your hesitation, your doubt creeps in. So if you just keep consistent as much as you can all the time, your confidence, your fulfillment, that spark is a lot better, and you'll build. It'll slowly happen for you. So consistency, that's you can't beat it.
That's fantastic. Well, hey, we would like, unless you had another
Oh,
question.
you're a leader of leaders, Lourene.
Yeah.
You really are, and congratulations on your success. You absolutely deserve it.
Yeah.
And you made a really important point. Really, this business is about doing from 2 to 5 years or whatever it takes, what most people are unwilling to do to live the life that you deserve. And the more with the income that you've got coming in, it's spilling over so you can help those around you, your girls, and it goes beyond that. So,
and one more thing is find people that are better than you.
that's right. Yes.
You've got to find a Richard, you've got to find a David. You know, they've got the time, their work ethic.
Exactly.
And then I taught them everything that they do.
I know, they even say that.
Hey, on that note, we would love to give you the honor of introducing David, our next speaker.
Oh, David, hey, you are a legend. You're a superstar. We met probably 2017, I think. Is that right? Correct?
Sorry?
Did
Good
we
morning.
meet 2017?
Yeah, 2000, end of 2016.
So this is a bit of a funny story. But anyway, I'm going to let Richard tell a little bit more about it, or David, but I'll just make it really, really short. So Richard says, he used to come around to my house every Tuesday afternoon, and we used to do a little bit of a home meeting. And it started off with Richard and me and someone else, maybe 3 or 4 of us. He says, I've got this gentleman by the name of David. And I had no idea that David and Richard only met probably the day before and only known each other for half an hour. And now I've got this guy in my lounge room and my outdoor room. And Richard goes, here's David. You tell him. Okay, so I did my little spiel, and then next thing I know, he's in the business that afternoon. We're registering him. And then it just exploded. Then the following week I had 5 people. Then the following week I had 10 people. Then the following people I had 15 people. So every week I had like 20, 30, 40 Chinese, Asians coming out my back gate. I'm sure my neighbours must be thinking, what is she doing? What is she selling her house for? Can't she get a good price or something? And it just exploded from that. And that's where we build our culture. That's where we build our team energy. And have a look at him. It's just, wasn't that long ago, I know that he was struggling, that he was only hitting silver. And then boom. And I just know, he said to me, it's because of what's happened. He's taken the best of this opportunity, because I know David and Richard used to do a lot of traveling, heaps of traveling. And David said to me not too long ago, you were right, Lourene. You don't have to travel too much, do you? You can do a lot more, a lot more productive from using Zooms. There you go. And he's done it all by Zoom. Over to you, David. Welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lourene.
You're a rock star.
Thank you.
David, you brought your twin with you, your identical twin.
Yeah.
Yes. I do that because I do so many Zoom trainings. And if I just disappear and go away, and the other Dave's still sitting here. So my team will still think I'm sitting there, and they will be working very hard. And sometimes I just cover myself a little bit, but it's good. Word is at the back supporting us every day.
I love it.
That's
Well
fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, Lourene.
Congratulations, David.
Yeah, you're tremendous. You've done an amazing job. Your team has just absolutely exploded this last month. And I thought it would be great. I would love you to share your story, your journey, because the thing that I think is so inspiring is the dream, the struggle, and to the victory. Like I say, where you're at right now, that took a journey to get there. Love to hear what life was like before ASEA and your journey through this.
All right, so I've got a pretty long story, but I'll try to shrink it a little bit shorter for everyone. I think a lot of people went to convention, or at least heard a bit my story before, through friends. I used to be a professional dancer. I didn't get into the dance career by my choice. It wasn't my dream to becoming a ballet dancer. Trust me. And I was no Billy Elliot to me like that. I tried to dance myself on the stage, but we all started something, I think, by fate or by luck. So I started this in China. Then I moved to Australia with my parents. Then the next thing I know is I'm getting a job in Hong Kong of becoming a professional dancer. So this is probably about the first 28 years of my life. It was like I pretty much spent every day practicing, and about 8 hours a day. And that was, I think I retired about 2005. Then I came home with my wife because we just newly married, and we moved back to Melbourne because my parents lived in Melbourne. We moved back, and you know, I think when you don't, you know, where I come from, because we do professional dance and we don't do any other academic or classes or anything. So basically, we have no any formal education higher than probably the highest education I think we went was about year 6, year 7, and after that we just stopped it. So basically, after I graduated back, then after I retired, I came back and I just couldn't find anything to do. Nobody's going to hire you when there's no education or diploma. Yeah, so my mom kind of said to me, maybe you just have to buy yourself a job, because that's what they did. They had a small business for about 30 years. So I said, okay, you know what, that's probably a good idea. So I spent probably all my savings. I sold I had 2 properties back then because I was saved a little bit of money from my dancing career. So I bought a franchise business. And I actually start up quite well back in 2008. That was a good business. Then eventually we'll grow a little bit into 2 cafes about 2012. Then I thought there was something that, you know, that was my dream, because, you know, hey, when you have kids, I mean, you know, your dream becoming about this big, try to feed the family and take them to holidays. Well, I didn't, you know, I didn't even have that dream to take my children to holidays. I was just trying to pay my rent and my mortgage, and that's all I thought about. So about 2013, we sold that 2 cafes. Because I want to buy a bigger one. I had a little bit more experience. So we bought a restaurant cafe, which is open from 6 o'clock in the morning until about 11 p.m. I thought that was something that was my gold mine, and it was going to make my first bucket of gold. But as time goes along, in about 2014, 15, the economy went really bad in Australia. There were more people got redundant by the pig company. When they got redundant, they get a huge lump sum of money. And what they do, they start buying their own business, right? They start opening their own business. So we see cafes opening everywhere, restaurants, people got retired, people got lost their job, and they start using their money to do business. So there's just more business opening, and it really hits everybody pretty hard. So yeah, I just realized 1 year into my business, 2014, that wasn't just sustainable. I can't pay my rent anymore. I can't pay my mortgage. So I started lagging behind. And, you know, and I think there was I look back that journey that really helped me to what I do now. But back then, of course, I had no idea. The business went pretty bad. I had to start working more hours. So I started working about 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the shop and finish about 10:30. By the time I packed out, probably about 11. By the time I get home, about 12. So I only get to see my children probably a few hours a week. We talk about maybe a Saturday night and something like that. We can be together. Yeah, so that went on pretty, maybe about a couple of years. And I started borrowing money from my mom. You know, as the Asian people, when you run out of money, what do you have to turn around now? Luckily, you know, you got a nice parents that support you. So I started borrowing all the money. And I just, you know, all I ever wanted was just to pay my rent. And I didn't know it was that hard, paying my mortgage. That you know, in 2016, it becoming very obvious that that I just don't have any, that business is not going to put anything on our table. So we have to either sell the houses, sell the cars, and looking at other alternatively other opportunities. So I think one thing that really hit me was that I actually, I think I remember one Saturday morning, and it was cafe was very, very, it was still busy on Saturday morning. And the only reason it was busy because we cut down so many staffs, and we literally only down to 3-4 staff have to do everything. And, you know, back then I couldn't afford anything that extra cost on the business. So I couldn't, you know, and they told me the toilet was broken down. So I was like, I can't afford to hire a plumber. So the only option I have is going to have to try to fix myself, you know, and you get pretty sad because when you buy a over $500,000, the business cost me all my money, $800,000. And within that $800,000, had half of them I borrowed from bank because I refinanced my house, and I borrowed probably about half of that from my parents. So and that's pretty sad to me because all the money I have spent, I didn't get me anything apart. I have to put my hands into the toilet myself. So my staff handed me this glove, and I got really upset. And the staff's like, I'm not going to do it. You have to do it yourself. You're the boss. So from that point onwards, I think it just struck me that as a business owner, it's just very, very, it is sad. You have to do the things that other people not willing to do. So anyway, I put my hands into the toilet and got exploded and I literally got shit over my face. That's why I said, when you say got shit over my face, that's not a metaphor. It's literally, I got everything on my face. So I stood in front of the mirror and I was looking at myself. I think at that onwards, I just made a decision. Now, let me remind everybody, back then I didn't know ASEA. I didn't know anything about ASEA, right? So, but I made a decision on that day. I said, if I had any opportunity come along, I'm going to do whatever it takes. So that whatever, that's my whatever moment. And I was just like, I'm going to do whatever to get me out of this situation. And that's just not, as I think anybody who in the same situation, you wouldn't want to do that in the second time. And the second time I kind of had a whatever moment was that kept going on for another about 3-4 months. By the middle of 2016, I was really broke. So I went to my mom's place. She kind of gave me the cash and say I can pay for my mortgage. And she looked at me really calmly and she said, look, this is going to be, she said, this is my last bit of my retirement money. I got really surprised. So I stood there. I kind of really expected that coming, but when she actually said that, she was very, very calm and she had no disappointment in her eyes. So that was really hit me. And that was like the second moment. I went back to the car, like, I got to look at either I'm going to lie on the floor for the rest of my life, or I'm going to get up. So I decided to make change. Again, back then, I didn't have any ASEA opportunity coming in front of me. I didn't know what I'm going to do, but I know I have to do something. So I said to my wife, I said, look, I probably have to do something else. So my friend said to me, maybe you should try a sell real estate, because that it's a flexible time. You can make some income. So I decided to join a real estate company, which sells high-rise apartments. So when you sell high-rise apartments, you don't do door knockings. This is one thing people didn't know. You have to actually standing in the shopping center to hand out the name cards and flyer to people, so people can actually we call cold market prospect. So I'm just going to switch my virtual. So yeah, I'll just have to hand that name cards, everything. So I think that was probably about in October 2016. And after a month, why I remember that? Because that was my birthday. That was probably my 41st birthday. And I was just standing in the shopping center. I was just literally kind of just try to give the name card to everybody. And this lady came along. We had a chat about apartment. And she said that she's waiting for somebody to have a meeting. And I was talking and obviously somebody walked past me and tapped on my shoulder. I thought it was somebody I knew, but I turned around, obviously I didn't know that guy before. But he know the lady I was talking to. But at the same time, the lady and himself are strange to me. We just met on the spot. I turned around and he said his name is Richard Lee. I look at him, I was like, why I don't trust this guy? I smell something bad. I don't know. It's like he's probably trying to. But I said maybe he wants to buy an apartment. And we had a chatting about investment, everything. That was a joke. But he was, he was quite, he looked quite smart, and he invited me to have a coffee. But straight away when he asked me coffee, I knew that it's a network marketing business. I've never done network marketing business, but when somebody approaches you, if you're Asian, you probably just know. When somebody come to you, say there's, would you like to know an opportunity? I mean, they got to be a network marketing business, right? There's only one profession in the world where you walk around and offer people opportunity. There's a network marketing business. No other people will offer you opportunity. So I said, look, I just had an open mind, not because I'm naturally open minded. It's just I don't have anywhere to go. So I said, okay, let's do it. So yeah, so that day we had a coffee. Then he just had he invited me to And we had a few chats like that afterwards. But then he invited me to this place, the lady called Lourene, and I Googled her. I said, well, look, she looks quite legitimate to me. You know, at least she looks more trustworthy. You know, I said, okay, I'll go to Lorene's place. Okay. Then I said to my wife, I'm not going to bring my credit card and stuff like that. Don't worry. It's, you know, we don't have to. I think we had about $2,000 in our credit card, which is we have to pay the mortgage. We were using credit card to pay our mortgage, and that's a really bad idea. So if anyone here using a credit card paying mortgage, don't do that. So that was very bad. But I decided to take a leap of faith. So I went to Lorene's place. And so that's the history now. I just remember Richard was just joined. I don't think he even joined, and he was, you know, we had about 6-7 Chinese people in Lorene's place when we first started. I think we all want to join, and Richard kind of jumped up, said, "Oh, just wait, let me join first." I think he was looking in the opportunity the same time he was looking. I got very scared. I was like, is this going to be, you know, is this going to be the things they said? It's going to work out really good. But I didn't really care about these things too much, because I heard two things that really moved me to make that decision. One is Verdes Norton, but how Lourene told it was I was thinking, this gentleman, he's 70 years old back then. You know, he's about 78. He started his company when he was 70, and is he going to try to scam me for a couple of $500 with him was the CEO of a Fortune 50 company? I don't think he's going to invent something and try to scam people for a couple of $100. That was the first thing. And the second thing that really kind of put me across the line was really, you know, Lourene taught me a lot of things. All I can remember was the salt water from Salt Lake City. And I really legitimately, and he said it's going to help, they said it's going to help my father-in-law in Hong Kong, which has had some issue on his lung. And I said, okay, you know, I'll probably just get a few cases and send back. So these was two things that truly moved me. If everybody, I mean, we've got 130 people here. If you think any diamonds or anybody who started because we want to become a diamond, I don't think it's never happened that way. Everybody started like just average people that I just want to help one person next to me. We didn't have that. We didn't have that too much. As I said, we don't have that. We don't have money at all. Like I actually used my last bit in the credit card. I just said, look, it looks a good opportunity. It looks that this product can help my father-in-law. So I started. Yeah. And from that onwards, we just, you know, and just never looked back one day and kept going. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And you guys know the rest of them.
That is, wow. That is such an incredible story. You shared some parts I've never heard about the toilet.
Oh yeah. I got a few whatever moment. I think that's really important that we all have that kind of moment to help us going forward. You know, I think Lourene had it, you guys had it.
Yeah.
Dan and, you know, Mal, everybody all had it. Yeah.
I think the thing is though, David, we all have those moments, but you took action on it.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. I often say to people, if you want to, you know, network marketing business, for me, it's like, you know, we all live in a village where there's just, you know, an old crampy village, and somebody one day suddenly your friend came along from outside the world, and maybe a stranger say, hey, you know, Bart, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you this vehicle. It's a blue color. It's going to be one of the best car. It's a Ferrari. It's going to take you 300 kilometers on the highway. We like to have a go to get out of your village. And you're sitting there thinking, wow, this is a nice car. It's going to help me to get to the big city. But you're sitting in the car and you go, this is the best car. Then one thing you remember, you didn't learn the skill how to drive that car. So you step outside the car, you learn some drive skills, you go back in and you try to step on the gas, but still couldn't go in, or going very, very slowly. I think most people do network marketing businesses like that. And you look at the mirror, at the back mirror, and then you see your friends, whatever you're upright and pushing the car for you, and they push really, really hard, but the car's still not going. I think we all get to that point. We just realized, I think we all had that experience that we forgot to let the handbrake go. The handbrake was on. A lot of people just couldn't realize that handbrake was on, and most of the time. And that's why no matter how good that vehicle is, you just couldn't drive. I think they forgot one skill they have to learn: not to drive the car, not to put your feet on the gas, is to actually how to let your handbrake go. And once you let the handbrake go, it's just going to go fly. The car's just going to fly. And yeah, I think a lot of people just, they join network marketing business. They look at people's success. They think there's going to be some secret. There's some skills. So they learned the skills, they learned the mindset, and they learned the motivation, but they still couldn't go because the handbrake is on. One of the biggest handbrake I think in my life, and that holds all my team back, was the handbrake of really care about what other people think.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way you can care about people is by not care about what they think. Because if you care about what people think, it's like you're having a giant elephant sitting on that Ferrari. You're never going to drive that Ferrari. Even you let the handbrake go, there's just no way you can drive them. So I think the one thing I learned from this ASEA business is to really let my handbrake go, and that I really stopped care about what other people think about my business, and think about who I am, think about how I am, because I think when you sit a bit more, you start caring about less. And when you start caring about less what your friends, your people think, that the faster you're going to go, and the faster you're going to go, and they're going to jump on that trip with you because they see you going fast and they know that works out.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
That is absolutely a brilliant analogy. I love the analogy because we all have a handbrake on at some time. And right now there's such there's so many people that are dealing with crisis in their life where their businesses are struggling. You've been there, you've done that. I think, what you've done is you've turned the opportunity, you've turned the crisis into an opportunity.
Yeah.
And you've taken action, as Melissa mentioned. And I just we want to just congratulate you on a brilliant job you've done with that. I'd like to just switch for a moment too, with the limited time that we've got left. You made some changes in your business. We talked about this before, where I think that you've done an amazing job empowering your team. And that was kind of a transition, a little bit of an aha moment. And if you notice the recognition that we did, so many of those people were in your team. And I've just never seen anybody hit that type of rank advancement that quickly. And I'd love you to just take a few minutes and share with us what you've done, because there's some great lessons that I think that we can all learn from about empowering your team.
I think half of this recognition are from my team, but they actually work hard themselves. I can't take any more credit. Then I'll just give them a little bit. I just press a button and let the handbrake goes. And if I want to take this story back to February, I came back from Malaysia. I think I put on my Facebook. I actually caught last year I just flew everywhere. Back in February, they told me that, obviously the pandemic is coming. I had my last flight back to Australia because after that day, Malaysia is going to lockdown, and I can't leave that country. I'm not going to spend a 3 months hotel fee in Malaysia. So I'm like, I better jump on the last plane. So I wait for 8 hours at the airport. Finally got my flight back. But before the flight, we had a Zoom training Wednesday night. Back then, we were doing one training a week, one Zoom training. So before at airport, I called Catherine and I said, what are we going to do? I said, this is going to impact big time on our team. What are we going to do? And, everybody start complaining, and people just, not just complaining, they get upset, their motivation is down. So I said, no, I need to find some ways to keep the team spirit up. So I said, okay, you know what? I called Catherine and Richard, and I said, look, the problem we have now is because we're having a diamond flying everywhere, and there's no bronze or platinum in our organization. We had back then I had 2 diamonds in my first organization, but I didn't have any. I had 1 diamond in my second level. I didn't have any diamonds on my 3rd and 4th level. So I said, this is going nowhere. I mean, missing me, Richard's flying everywhere and like, headless flies, but the team is not actually breaking. They're breaking the barrier. So I said, look, let's take this opportunity to think about it. So I came back. We had I had 14 days quarantine. Through these quarantines, I could have just sit there and watch Netflix, but I didn't. I was just, I sit on my couch upstairs. I just think and think again. So one decision I've made was I'm going to utilize this time to do more Zoom trainings, but not actually. I'm organizing the Zoom trainings. I'm going to get my bronze and my platinum to do Zoom trainings. So I start allocating. So I decide to make 10 Zoom trainings for the rest of the lockdown period. That back then that was a lot, and nobody actually liked it. I called every single body. I called some of my a couple of my diamond executives. They're like, "What? I'm not going to do 10 Zooms training a week. Maybe I'm crazy." I was like, "Well, with all the time you're sitting home, man, what else are you going to do?" watching your kids, that drive you more crazy. Let's do Zoom. So I just start doing that. I'll just kind of force them to start doing Zoom. And nobody actually wanted to do that. I couldn't find anybody to want to speak 5 or 6 times a week. So I say, okay, let's do this. I break my team up into the individual team. I say each team you organize 2 Zoom trainings. So I will do 2 and they will do 2, they will do 2. So we do probably about 10 Zoom training with 5 teams. Now I say to them, we're gonna, no matter if you have time or not, you're gonna have to find somebody to say it. But it has to be from bronze to platinum. So we start using a lot of bronze, and they didn't like it at the beginning. But once they start doing about 2-3 times, they get really excited. They just couldn't stop it. They want to say, I want to do the next Zoom. I want to do the next Zoom. Because they realize the more Zoom they train, the more Zoom they talk about it, and the more confidence they had. Like Lourene said, the more confidence they had, it helped the enrollment go up. So we realized we just hit some kind of secret of network marketing businesses just to let them talk. You know, I was like, I'll say to Richard, that's actually saving me a lot of energy by not doing 10 Zooms, just let them to do it. And I'm just, you know, of course we oversees the training there, but we actually coach them how to host the Zoom like that. And yeah, so from that onwards, back then in 2000, back in March, we didn't know there's going to be a promotion. We didn't know there's going to be anything coming from the company. All I did was I just kept going, 10 Zooms a week. We hit about 100 Zooms in about end of April. By now, we have done over 150 Zoom trainings. And everybody in my organization who ranked up, those are the people who are actually willing to do the Zoom. And we still have people in our team not willing to say the Zoom. I say, that's fine. Take your time. If you don't want to, if you feel shy about talking on the Zoom, that's fine. Take your time. But I'm going to take some of the people that are willing to go on the Zoom and host the training. You see how their team is going to explode.
That is such a brilliant example of something that we can all learn from. I remember, when we just coming back from the fly-in, we were at the gold level. There were no other golds, so that was kind of the big rank at that point in time. And I remember you saying in the beginning that you flew to Sydney with Dan, and you were doing Chinese translation when you were director 700. Yeah. So what you've actually learned was to empower your team, empower people to step up, and you know, it's fun when they do, and they think, hey, I did a great job. You give them a compliment and really acknowledge them for stepping up and what they're doing. And you've really done an amazing job. I've certainly learned from your example in this too.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I spoke in Zoom when I was Direct 300, and it was very different situation. I was kind of pushed off the cliff by Richard. And there was just there was nobody actually know how to say it. So I was like, that's just me and him. So he kind of just kicked me. He's like, you got to do it. So I think that's how we grow a little bit quicker, because we really just, as the first generation of Asian people started ASEA in Australia, we kind of had no help. In Chinese version, we just have to do ourselves. Yeah.
Right. You've done a lot of work, David. You've certainly come a long way since knocking on the front door of your parents' home, and you must be so proud of yourself and the different lifestyle you can now afford your family, Karen, and your kids. And we're really, truly happy for you. This rank advancement couldn't have happened to a better person. And for the record, and I know you know this, Richard is a very trustworthy person.
Yes, he is. Sometimes he's very trustworthy. Depends.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, truly loved your story. It was very compelling, and we are very excited you're not cleaning toilets anymore. And for those of you
I still do at my house. That's okay. I still do that, but it's got a lot easier.
You've got a good woman there. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, David.
That's okay. All right, thank you.
Very excited that you could be on, and totally happy for you. Well done.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So with that, we'll transition over to the amazing Richard Lee.
Yeah, Richard's just going to talk for a few minutes. So David's done a quick intro. Richard, are you there?
Yes.
There he is.
Richard, congratulations again, because your team is just, of course, David and your team, so proud of what you're doing.
You're good at pushing them off the cliff. Well done.
Oh, wow. I'm so exciting every month, the first week. Yeah, I never miss any webinars but Melissa and you did for us. I never miss anyone. And every night, every weekend, and every leadership training, I learn a lot.
Wow.
From the beginning, we were just a new student, a baby in network marketing. We know nothing. Okay, but we were so appreciate, fortunate to join ASEA, fortunate to join your team, and we're so grateful for your leadership. And okay, Mel, Dan, Lourene, we're just so grateful, and so grateful for my team, and David, he as well. He's such a, it's just a non-story. We had a non-story. We have 3 years. 3 years, every day we call every day, we talk every day. We travel everywhere, and we're talking, we sharing, and every day we're sharing, okay? The things happens in last few months, and it's just amazing. Every day, just wow. Every day is a new story. I'm so happy.
We know Richard in the beginning when we first met you. You're absolutely right. You are still to this day a phenomenal student, but we absolutely knew from the minute that we met you that you were going places, we just knew, like your name is legendary throughout the world, the ASEA community, the world. Everyone wants to know what you're doing, how you're doing it. You've stayed consistent. We want to know. So yeah, please share with us. But you're, I wouldn't say a dark horse because everyone knows who you are, but you have been consistent and you truly are a legend in ASEA. So we're really grateful that you're here to share with us today.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'd love to hear what your thoughts are of duplication for the future and so forth too, because that's, I guess it must feel so proud to see your team rank advance so many people.
Okay, sometimes, sometimes I just think myself, my team, is all brand new in network marketing, because we didn't know any network marketing companies or policies or how to build the business before. So we just be a good student. We are educatable. We just listen what you told us to do. So we went to Lourene's place. We let Lourene to introduce the opportunities and the product for us, and we're just a good student. To be honest with me, this is the first things I want to learn, to share with everyone. Just be educatable, okay? So just listen what the leaders and instruct you how to build your business. This is the key, okay? Listening, always listening, okay? And the second is action. Okay, you need to take the action. When you understand, you take the action. Okay, and when the first times, Dan Doyle, Dan asked me, you must go to America. You must achieve the rank to go to the cruise, the Envision. Okay, I was skeptical. I didn't want to, but I in the last minute I made the decisions. Okay, let me try and see how we go. And then I made the decisions. I want to go to America, the cruise in Bahamas. That definitely the point changed my life. Okay, I watched Tyler and listened to the presentation. Remember, we went to the Bahamas cruise. That the times changed my life. I knew the company. I knew the culture of the company. I knew the technology because I talked to so many of the members there, and I understand the technology is real, and the culture is real, and the opportunity is real. This is the truth. After I came back, my confidence just stronger and stronger, and this is something changed. Slowly changed myself. Okay. Another thing I want to share from this crisis. Okay. This is really struggling for all of us, and so what we can do, what we want to do, in the first beginning, in the end of last year, the crisis time, we're struggling a lot. But I should say, we discuss a lot with my team and think a lot, and in Chinese it's different. The culture is a little bit different. One day I read this book, Empower. Okay, this is I strongly put the credit on these 4 books. This is the book, the Empower book. All right, I'll put this magazine. Thank you. But I read this is called the Kennedy wrote the quote, "A rising tide lifts all the boats." something I'm thinking, oh, wow. So this is not the tide, this is a hurricane. Okay, the world is changing now. So what we can do, we need to think something, we must take actions to change or adapt the change. So it's something, you know, that's just come in the mind. So I always say people, the network marketing business is a mindset business. So we are what we think. You put your attitude there, attitude is everything, okay? So the Chinese, I read some word, you know, Chinese say it's crisis, okay? So the crisis has two aspects. So one is the danger, another one is the opportunity. In a crisis, be aware of the danger, okay? But recognize the opportunity. That's what we want to know, okay? Always think about the opportunity. So bring the opportunity and hope to people you met. This is the right time to bring the opportunity to and hope to people, because people are struggling. You know, we're always talking about the convention sell, but the emotions buy, okay? So how we get the emotion of my prospect, of all my prospects to buy, this is the right time, because people are struggling. People have a lot of things to thinking, and people have a lot of things stay home, and you know, this is the right time. You would take advantage of this right time, and take advantage of this promotion. So this is the why we want to become a leader. That's why we are talking about a lot of my associates. Multi-level marketing is a leadership business. If you try to become a good leader, you will absolutely success. That's what we did in last few months. And of course, Davey is a good is very smart. He's very smart, and we have a very good relationship during these times. We're doing very good cooperations to build my teams. Sometimes I share my my experience with David. You know, you just like because he is doing the webinar training every day. Okay, sometimes 2 times, 3 times a day, and he just just press the home. You know, like a honk the horn all the time. You are talking about the vehicle, okay? He just like honk the horn every day. So what I'm doing, I kind of honk the horn at the same time. But what am I doing? I just step on the accelerator. Okay. I just, you know, sometimes he's used the what's called the breaker. Okay. I just stick on the accelerator. Okay. Be quick, hurry. Okay. Build faster or slowly or faster. I just, you know, sometimes the teamwork is just how you cooperate together.
Yeah.
So put your position. What is your position?
Yeah.
Leader is not a position. It's not a title, as you showed us. Like when I think when Saturday and last Saturday, okay, you show us a slide. Okay, leadership is not the position, the title. Leadership is the act, an example. See how Lu act and Lu example, and Mel act and Mel example, or even Dan Doyer's example and act, and Lourene too.
Yeah.
Okay. How uplines, you know, look at the Julie Wah. I would really appreciate Julie Wah, Dr. Ray, Dr. Wayne, and even Christine Winning.
Right.
You know, so appreciate you are doing such a good leadership examples for all of us.
So Richard, thank you so much. One thing we talked about before you were sharing with me that just by knowing that people had a good track, a good system to work with as well, that really creates the duplication. And I know that the book that you held up is the Empower Guide. And, you know, I think that's going to be really helpful. I don't know if you just want to just mention in terms of what you see in terms of how that's going to help your team and your business.
All right, be honest, these 4 books, you know, be honest, I haven't page by page to read through.
Yeah.
That's some, I show some tips, okay? You don't need read through all the pages, sentence by sentence, okay? You just put it in your car when you're driving, or put it on your table, okay? You just sometimes, you just, you know, to read some tips. The tips works for you. The tips is motivation. The tips inspire your teams. I just sometimes I read some pages. If I'm struggling, okay, if I have, sometimes I, you know, always we have a good day by day, okay? Sometimes we are struggling, we just read. If I want to learn the technology, I use this. If I want to learn how to share, I use this. I just sometimes I just turn the page, have a read. What Melissa writing? What did she say? What did she think? Why she want to put those knowledge in this book? Okay, and then the empower. I read those page. What's say page? Okay, I love the mindset. Okay, I love the mindset. So what they say, you know, I love the psychology. I love the psychology of you put together. This is absolutely the psychology for all of us to put the dots together to connect, to build the power, okay? So you need to put the dots together. So what I know, the important lessons I know from all of these few months is passion persuade from David He. He got a passion, and his background is a ballet dancer, okay? Because the art is in his life. That's why he made that success. It's a passion. He had passions all the time. That's the person we need to prospect. If anyone had the art background or dancing background or singing background, go get it, okay?
Richard, we want to
But
thank
we didn't know that. But persistence pays you. You know, we need to.
So true. I think David's been in a Ferrari. You've been in a McLaren or a Bugatti, I think.
Yeah.
Richard. So
thank you so much for
leading the
jumping on
way.
and sharing. We're so grateful and proud of what you guys are doing, and yeah, it's just fabulous. And yeah, thank you very much.
You're phenomenal. You do have legendary status, as I said, and you are very deserving of that. You've worked extremely hard, and congratulations for your success, Richard. So
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to transition. We mentioned earlier that there is a phenomenal promotion. So we want to be able to take you through the new promotion, as well as, and there's Richard, Ambassador Triple Diamond. So we're going to take you through that now. It's called Stronger Together, and I think you're going to run through this.
Yeah, you guys are, if you're in Australia, we've actually...
Sorry, I keep doing that.
If you're in Australia, there's actually, these promotions overlap until 2 o'clock today, but this promotion started at midnight, 12:01 a.m. Queensland time. So we'll tell you what this is. Now, this is extremely exciting, guys. We just came off of the most generous compensation or generous promotion that ASEA has ever done. Yep. And you know, the one thing that they didn't, we want to keep that momentum going and growing. So ASEA has done something absolutely brilliant, and that is that they've created a promotion which helps us to reactivate associates that have gone inactive with a very generous offer. And not only that, anyone that's we'll go through this, but it really enhances the loyalty program like you cannot believe.
This is the most generous loyalty rewards program in terms of this promotion than we have ever seen. This is the most ASEA has ever offered in the 10-year history. This is it.
Yeah, so normally if someone comes in with, let's say a personal pack, you know, then, you know, 150 points, they're only at 5% loyalty benefit. If I take this little cursor, you can see that it's normally at 5% loyalty benefit, and they would get 10 loyalty points, you know, which would be 10% of a free case of product, and which is generous and it's great. But look at this, it's a 25% loyalty reward for all auto ships on this promotion. So we'll go through the details here. Stronger Together is a great name for this promotion too. So it starts right now. It starts today. It's actually started at, like I said, at midnight Queensland time. So it's already happening, guys. So any auto ship is going to, whether you start it with an entrepreneur pack or any pack, it doesn't matter. Any auto ship is going to give you a 25% loyalty reward point.
For the next 3 months.
For
So
the
it
next,
ends on Halloween.
exactly, exactly. And so that is just so exciting. So this is going to encourage your people to make sure that they stay on the auto ship and benefit from this. So normally, again, this shows that the first 3 months would be 5%. The next 4 months 4 to 6 months would be 10%, and then 15 and 20 if you're starting off with just a lower amount. But this is actually 25% loyalty benefit. So so incredible, so generous. This is going to keep your people excited, moving, and stay on AutoShip, which is the heart of our business. So here's an example. If someone has 2 cases of AutoShip, then that would give them 200 points. 25% benefit is going to give you 50 loyalty reward points. The equivalent in Australian dollars is that's $100 value. So it's significant.
And over the 3 months, repeating that September and October, that's 323 Australian dollars in free product, which is the equivalent of a whole case of ASEA and 2 tubes of Renew 28. That's a substantial savings. That's huge.
That is massive. It's big. Now it gets.
It's the. I know I'm having problems with the.
Sorry, I'm gonna.
No, it's all good.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no, that's the 15%.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry, everyone. There.
Okay. So believe it or not, it actually gets better.
Yeah.
So anyone that has been inactive in your organization, meaning that they have not placed an order since April the 30th, what that actually means is that they're going to qualify for an additional 15% on their auto ship orders. So not just 25%, it's going to go up 15% from that 40%. And here's how that works. So there's a 15% discount on their order when they activate their auto ship, and they get the 60% on top of it. And I actually,
$60 savings.
yeah, $60 savings. Again, this is in US dollars, but I couldn't hardly believe it. So I actually called Kim Hill this morning and said, did I get this right? And she said, yep, that's exactly what it is. So
this incentive is to reconnect people, get people who have disconnected for whatever reason to reconnect back with ASEA.
Oh yeah, you would call them up and say, look, there's an incredible promotion that's set up for you. Last promotion was based on getting new people in, and this promotion is still great for that too, but it's also a great opportunity to reach back and talk with those people.
So associates must reactivate with a minimum of 150 PV personal volume, and preferred customers at 75 PV for their auto ship. So I'm going to go through in a minute and play a video for you. I don't know what's happening here. Play a video for you so that you can hear from John Bohannon.
Try to go back.
Sorry,
just go to a previous slide here.
Yeah.
There we are.
There you go. So we've gone through the dates. Unfortunately, it's all markets except for Taiwan. And I just mentioned all associate and customer auto ship orders are eligible for the 25% reward points, including the NFR auto ships, which is fantastic for us. Reward points are deposited, as always, with ASEA's loyalty reward program on the 10th of the following month. There's no minimum requirements when it comes to volume that's necessary to earn that 25%. And the 15% discount is applied on qualifying ASEA associate orders of 150 PV. And that's 15% for preferred customers on orders of 675 PV. And the 15% discount is applied when the account has not placed an order, as Bart mentioned before, after April 30th. So there is a flyer on the homepage of your ASEA virtual office, so be sure to log in to understand the details there. And we're going to go through a video here of John Bohannon in just a second. This is just a screenshot I took of the homepage where you can find it right under promotions and program. So just remember, it's 25% loyalty reward points you can get and the 15% discount on top of that. So John Bohannon is ASEA's Senior Director of Sales Strategy and Analytics. This is a short video where he'll take you through, it just goes for a minute.
Yeah, about 2 minutes.
2 minutes, sorry. How to access that in your virtual office so you've got a good visual. on how this is.
Hey everyone, starting August 1st of 2020, ASEA will be launching a new promotion called Stronger Together. As part of Stronger Together, all auto ship orders placed during the promotion period will earn 25% in loyalty rewards, instead of the typical 5 to up to 20%. In addition, we'll be offering a special 15% discount to associates and customers who have not ordered since April 30th of 2020, who come back and create a 100 PV or greater auto ship during the promotion period. So I'm going to show you how to find the list of people in your organization who qualify for this reactivation discount. So in order to find this information, you're going to want to come here to your back office. Once you're here, you'll want to click Menu, Reports, and Associate Customer Search. So you'll want to scroll down to this section here, Templates, and then you're looking for Stronger Together Promotion - Associates, and then there's another report for the customers. So I'll start with the associate report, and then all I have to do is click Show Report. So I can see that I have 423 results. So there are 423 associates in my personal group that qualify for this reactivation discount. If they're on this list, they qualify. So you can see here we've got their email address, we've got their mobile phone number, hopefully all the information you need to contact them and let them know that you've got a great opportunity or a great offer for them, and there's never been a better time to give our products another try. So the process is exactly the same for the customer report. Just click there and click Show Report. And it's as simple as that. Thank you guys so much. Good luck.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, be sure to, if you have any questions, read through the flyer in your homepage in your virtual office. I know it's crazy, hey, and jump on.
Hey everyone, starting August 1st of 2020.
Sorry, we're having issues today. It's very obvious. So yet again, log into your virtual office, menu, reports, click that very top menu item, associate customer search, select the saved template. ASEA has made it really easy for us to be able to do that. And depending upon whether you want the associates or customer template, choose the one and show report and give them a call and get on it. Don't let this promotion run away with you chasing it. Get ahead of it now, get on top of it now, pull the reports today. Pick a plan in terms of your planner or whatever, pick some time this week where you're going to dedicate it to following up with people and also making sure that you're getting on the auto ship, getting your people on those auto ships for the upcoming 3 months to really capitalize on this promotion.
You may want to grab a screenshot of that if you haven't, just so that you know the details of how to do that.
And remember that auto ship's 150 PV for associates and 75 for professionals.
I've never seen a promotion that gives us such a massive incentive to go after and reconnect with people.
Yeah, unbelievable. So thank you, ASEA. Thank you, ASEA. Okay, we'll just quickly wrap this up. We've got some events to go through and a little bit of training where we're going to hear from 2 phenomenal leaders in our ASEA business. But the Bounce Back promotion, of course, it's extended until August 7th in Europe. So be sure to reach out to anyone in Europe that you know to make the most of the remaining of the Bounce Back promotion, which is the best ASEA's offered to date. And then there's a double your fast start. So associates receive in Singapore, Malaysia and Hong Kong, double fast start bonus now through August 28th. And they can enjoy twice the returns on their efforts. So take advantage of the promotion while the 20% fast start bonus rate is doubled to 40% on every single enrollment order in those markets. The Philippines is double fast start bonus, and new associates ordering 200 PV or more at sign up receive free enrollment through August 28th. So that's a phenomenal opportunity and a great deal for associates in the Philippines. In Malaysia, just a quick one, they've got a new trilingual ASEA welcome kit in English, Chinese and Malay. And Singapore, the electronic enrollment kit materials are already offered in the virtual office, but a physical English ASEA welcome kit has been added there for the Singapore market. So yeah, that's a really great addition. So we're going to transition now and have a quick look at some important documents that 2 associates really enjoy using when it comes to the circle system that's been created. You can go to the Kotters.com, the password's associate. I'll go through that in a minute. And the team tools section lists these tools. We've put it together because it is your complete navigation guide to legacy building income. The idea is to be able to better leverage your time. David, he mentioned that. When it comes to not doing all the work for everyone, it's with duplication in mind. You want to get people set up with the right system, the right habits right from day one. And simply following the system brings so much more freedom for everyone, but makes the process a lot of fun. So you can go also to the Facebook group, the Kotters, to be able to participate in with the global community on these tools and have questions answered on there as well.
So now we get to welcome the phenomenal, the amazing Daja Nylof. Daja is probably the first person that we called and said, we want you on our team, Daja. And we're so excited to have you share with us how you use the ASEA overview. Are you there, Daja?
Sure am. I sure am.
I just want to compliment you. Daja has been, I think you said you've been up since 4 or 5 in the morning or something. You've working with people in Germany and Sweden and Jamaica and the US. Just amazing things are happening. This, I just wanted to say congratulations to all the incredible effort that you're doing, and so excited to hear from you. So thank you.
So still awake and still doing the same thing. And I think this whole morning has been absolutely amazing. And there's really nothing to add. Just amazing, amazing. Congratulate everybody. And I just put my minimalistic input, what I do, because this is my second run. So my second run has been so much faster than my first run in a way. So I do every day 3-way phone calls and webinars. And I do a minimum of probably 5, 6, 7 a day. And what I use the, I think Bart, you were to put it up.
Yeah, let me go ahead and share the screen here.
So all I do, I use the overview as my total mentor because it keeps me on track. It keeps me on track at all times. If people see me or if they don't see me, I have it in my hand when I'm in front of people. I know I guide myself through, like the company, I talk a bit about birders, I talk about the story we have, then I give it the credibility with the medical people involved, then I go in to tell them that it is not a vitamin, a mineral, I'm just telling them what it is, then I go into the redox singling, what it does when we are born and as we grow. And like I take section for section, and then it leads me on to the back of it. And the back of it then leads me into the business side. So this whole thing does take me no more than 10 minutes to get the mind open, my relationship, I put a bit of fun into it. And straight after that, I ask for questions. So I have an active interaction with the people I have on. And again, when the questions come, and they do come because somebody didn't hear what is ASEA. So I go back and I look, okay, easy for me to explain it. Also, in my case, not to be good with the internet or the telephone or, you know, how to...
Just 1 second, Daja. There's a little bit of background noise. I think it's coming from your end. Everyone else is muted, so I'm not sure what's happening, but anyway,
it's just something
it's
rubbing
affecting
up.
your microphone on your computer.
Or if there's somebody else that needs to mute, please do that. Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt, Daja.
It's okay. So all I'm saying, this is a godsend piece of paper I use 10 times a day, constantly, and it keeps me on track. It keeps me that I haven't missed anything. It keeps me answering the questions. And because it's second nature by now, it makes it easy for me to make it light, to make a joke with it, and to do my relationship building with it.
You know, that's really, I loved how you use this as a guide, as an outline, as a tool. I'll just share a quick example. I was on a three-way. It was actually someone in your team, and she was a prospect who was an osteopath, and she was just struggling with, I guess, feeling like there was a conflict of interest with, well, I'm just not sure about making a profit on the products that, you know, in promoting this with someone else. It was just something in her mind about network marketing. And I turned to this sheet and I said, do you have any idea how incredible the industry, the profession is that we're in? And I first of all asked her, I said, do you charge for the service that you do as an osteopath? She said, well, yeah, of course I do. I said, so if you're sharing someone a gift that's going to make an impact in their life and their health, you know, why would you feel, feel uncomfortable about sharing that? And then I went on and I just shared some of the statistics in this corner right here, that the fact is that there are $200 million paid every single day in network marketing. It's growing at the rate of 150,000 people every day. That word of mouth is the best form of marketing. I said, do you feel, and she said, I said, do you have a problem sharing something that's amazing with people and benefiting from that? She said, no, I'm good now. I get it. It's just about helping people to get comfortable. And you can also show them what the income levels here. A great quote from Dr. Samuelson. And this also is a summary of basically the bullet points of why the business is so amazing. And then also, of course, to let them know that there's great tools and systems in place to help and support them. So
Daja, undeniably, it's helped to build your confidence too in being able to handle objections, answer questions, and be able to have that there as a guiding tool.
What it also does, in my case, because I do a presentation in 1 hour in German, in the next hour I do it in Swedish, then I do it in another language, and to jump actually from language to language, it makes it extremely easy for me to stay on target with the whole system.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that, Daja. I think going back to what Lourene said with Tyler's recent comments about just building confidence, getting out there and doing it, this is a tool for us to leverage to help build confidence. And as David said, this helps to take the handbrake off. You don't have to get concerned or doubt yourself or second guess yourself on what to say and what direction to take this in. When you talk to people about ASEA, as Daja said, she's having absolutely phenomenal success. Her business is exploding and she's using this as her go-to. It is. Thank you so much, Daja. Is there any other final thoughts you wanted to add to this piece?
I think it's just easy, and what it is for me, it is fun. It is easy to make it fun and not make it so serious. It is easy to duplicate because it takes the fear out of it.
Yeah.
Great point.
Yeah. I just summarized something real quick, and you've already said this, Daja, so I'm just kind of summarizing it. But when I talk with people, I think for people to have a belief where that the belief is so important and stability, integrity, and timing. When people know that they can really count on the company, that just goes so far. And to even have these bullet points right here on exactly what this technology does for us and to help people to set great expectations. Those are just a brief little recap. But look, we want to thank you so much for taking the time and sharing that with us, Daja.
Thank you, Daja. Thank you so much, and great job. And I wanted to just let you know, if you go to the Kotters.com Team Tools section, the passwords associate, it's called the Kotter'S Overview. You certainly can go to the shop and order some copies of this separately, where they're done professionally and very inexpensively, but they look quality, they look really good. Or you can simply download the document yourself and print it out at home. So,
five of those actually come in the system as well. So when you get a full system, you've got some copies in there.
And when you go to the Team Tools section on the website, you can download here, you can order it. There's some frequently asked questions I've created on this document, and Bart has put a video together explaining the overview of this particular document for you to watch. It goes through 15 minutes. Oops, I thought there was, and there's also, we'll talk more in just a second when we talk to Sean about another document where Bart's done some videos for that too. But thank you again, Daja. So let's quickly transition to Silver Executive Sean Farrell, who's going to show us another tool that he uses successfully, take us through a few quick slides, then we'll have the upcoming events and we'll wrap it up. So thanks for joining us, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
The Molecule Man, you there?
Thank you. Great to be here and have the opportunity to present. So, yeah, I like my molecules. I just put those together the other day for a nice little background. Love it. Love the color.
Yeah, looks amazing. Because I've obviously loaded your slides up on my end. So just let me know when you want me to transition through the slides.
Oh, fantastic. All right. So let's begin with the end in mind. So training. The Kotters Circle of Success system, and in specific, we are referring to the Share It guide, pages 30 to 35, and that's where you're going to find this information. So we've seen through the amazing stories of Richard and David and even Lourene that it's unshakable belief that will carry us through, and that stability, integrity and timing that was just covered so well by Daja and Bart there is what we truly want to represent towards bringing people on board and closing them. But it's not really closing them, it's connecting with them more. So but really our purpose is to learn how to convert conversations and offer solutions through a call to action and by locking in commitment. Now, how do we do that? Well, if you're not going to be pushed off a cliff and have to just dive into it, then a simple framework that you can always fall back on and have in the background of your mind, or have it right beside you in the simple diagram of the Bart Kotter house or the Bart Kotter close, and it will take your prospect on a guided journey which will focus their vision and their needs. And this framework should be easy to duplicate, and that's exactly what you're going to find on those pages 30 to 35 in the Share It guide. So we're talking about closing. Now, if you've ever seen the movie Glenn Ross, you'll have seen Alec Baldwin with the famous lines, ABC for salespeople, always be closing. But that's not quite what we do here. We have a better way. We have a chance to always be connecting. So when we bring somebody on board, it opens up a world of connections through those people that you don't know where that's going to lead you through and to. And you know, the Richard David story is just a wonderful example of what that is, a connection through to David, which then has just gone absolutely crazy. So we have the opportunity, compared to hardcore business commercial sales, to always be connecting and to drive that connection deep and wide. So if you do this with clarity and conviction and certainty, then people will rely on you to be their trusted advisor. Now, in any sales, commercial or ours, you want to be the trusted advisor. You want to show that you have knowledge, you have a strong foundation, you are backed by everything that you need to be, and that people are joining strength. And you need to convey all of that simply in your energy. So if we just advance there, Melissa, trusted advisor. And in the circle in the 3 C's on page 30 to 35, you'll see that our close process involves 3 steps: a call to action, and then step 2, we celebrate, and then step 3 is caring. So we want to look at doing this close within a certain time frame of day 1, contact and invite, following up, and preferably the close is coming very quickly behind that on days 2 to 4 in an ideal time frame. It could be a bit longer, it could be a bit shorter, but just keep that in mind. So if we go straight to the close process on page 32 of the guide, then it's something really simple. And as far as teaching sales methodologies for a very long time to corporate salespeople, when I saw this with Bart probably 18 to 20 years ago, because that's how long our connection has been, I fell in love with it straight away because of its simplicity, its ability to summarize, and its ability to take people on a journey and show that strength and to show your energy and commitment and passion. So what's so good about this is 3 simple sections that are chunked down into believe, which is stability, integrity, and timing. And you've got all those wonderful points on that overview guide that we just saw. Learn them. Just learn them and practice them. So this is the foundation. This is the company. This is the products. This is the industry we're in. And some of those industry data, Bart just went through the Daja material as well. The next bit then, after we've established that foundation with people, we can show them that, hey, you know what? This is about me and the team, and I want you to be a part of that. And this is why I want you to be a part of that. But, with or without you, because we're standing on this foundation, and with or without you, it's going places. This train is leaving the station. Are you going to be on it, or are you going to be off it? I want you to be on it because, and tell them why. And then finally, the roof of the house, what weathers the storms. So when you have your person on board and they go through this roller coaster ride that network marketing can be sometimes, you need something to come back to weather the storm, to remind them of their vision and their future, which they expressed to you, not why you wanted them on board. So what was important to them because you asked them and you noted it down and you understood and you listened. Was it their home? Was it their time with their kids? Was it their travel? All of those things. And that they finally said they wanted that. And in 2 to 5 years, they didn't have a plan elsewise to get that, and it would be worth it. And at that point, you are welcoming them on board to your home, or welcoming them home to their new home, because it's belong to your new home. So such a simple process. There are some great videos on the Kotters website that you can use, and I would review those and practice those. And you heard David talk about his bronzes not wanting to present, but after they got into the practice of presenting, they were hungry for it. Get hungry about this close. Get hungry about this simple process. Practice it with your upline, practice it with crossline, just practice it with somebody else, watch the videos. Because what does it do? It builds their vision and locks in a commitment. It's a unifying methodology for closing. What do we mean by unifying? It's summarizing believe, belong, become. It's summarizing the foundation, the team, and them. And it's bringing all of these things together into something that is about you and them, and it's meeting basic human needs. So it guides and helps your prospects to make a solid, comfortable decision, an excited decision, come on board. So we'll move next bullet point there. It conveys your conviction, your certainty, your clarity, and that you are the trusted advisor, somebody that they can come and use as their upline. Very important. It provides, describes, and guides the cognitive journey prospects take on a way to joining. If you're not guiding and describing and thinking about a cognitive journey, you're just flying by the seat of your pants, and that may work some of the time, but if you have this framework, I can guarantee you it will work all of the time. And finally, it appeals to human needs. And some of those are stability, belonging, actualization, variety, growth, love and connection, and contribution. So through all that and through everything that we offer, whether it's through the business with health or our business with wealth, we are appealing to human needs and what everybody needs and what everybody ultimately wants. So where to find it? Once again, thekotters.com. Go to the Bart Kotter Close and you'll see the information that you want to practice there. And there's a screenshot of the 2 videos that I've already mentioned. Thanks, Melissa. Next slide.
There's another. Just quickly, so you can download this document for free right there at the on the website, so you can use it straight away and start to get used to it.
It's a great little talking sheet to walk through with your prospect, with your new associate.
What were you going to say, Sean?
Oh, I was just going to finish up on this and pretty much say exactly what Bart said. It's great to even just have it out so they can see this, and that the other important thing is that they can see how simple this is, and someone can be saying why they're being taken through the process. I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah. The other thing that's interesting about this outline or this conversation, the conversations to commitment, it's you could use this conversation with a brand new prospect, or you could use this with an associate that's been in your team who really just, you want to have a conversation with them about stepping up and really taking more action to realize their goals and dreams.
Indeed, multiple uses all the time. And once again, a simple process that just needs to be practiced. And having been and still a trainer within sales and sales methodologies, this is, once again, I can't iterate enough how a very simple one to learn, very simple to chunk down, and to practice and to memorize. But then again, still just have the printout with you.
And, or like you say, when you memorize it, you can write it on the back of a serviette, a napkin. You'll always have it in your mind. You'll always have a presentation in your mind. So thank you for taking us on that journey, Sean, and for sharing this with us. I know Mal had mentioned when he spoke earlier that ASEA really is a home. He found his home, we've found ours, you've found yours. It really is welcoming people home because of what we're offering with ASEA, with the culture, not only the technology, it really is a family. So thank you for joining us today, Sean. Brilliant job. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, what we're going to do is I'll run through this pretty quickly, but it's so you can keep it on your radar with what's coming up with upcoming events, and then we will finish up. So with August, here's in Australia and New Zealand, a few places you can go to have a look at what's happening event-wise. There's Redox events, the Passwords Associate for A-Team support, and that's for Australia and New Zealand Redox events. You can also log into your ASEA virtual office calendar as well. Ed Weems, our sponsor, whom you heard from earlier, he does a Sunday night team call in the US with his beautiful wife, Rebecca. So here's some dates here in Australia. Take a screenshot if you like of these details so that you can have the Zoom links to be able to log on. Everyone is welcome onto their calls. Nicole Dennis, Crossline Ambassador Diamond, is hosting the Asia Discover ASEA Expert in the House, which is 10 p.m. Queensland time, but that's by design for Asia. So that's on Mondays. The gorgeous Kayleen O'Connor from the United States. Stevie Aquilina, you're gorgeous too, Stevie. And Dan, of course, they're hosting this webinar. Here's the Zoom, and it is every Tuesday, 10 a.m. in Australia, Monday night, 8 p.m. in the United States Eastern Time. So that would be a phenomenal webinar to be on. This is a corporate training, August 4th, with Karen Riley, ASEA's VP of North America, VP of Sales for North America. Just here, note the times again, August 5th for Australia. And the Zoom link is ASEAintouch.com. David, he is the, as you know, the webinar king, the Zoom king. So he hosts this Discover ASEA webinar in Mandarin every Wednesday on Wednesdays. So yet again, take down his Zoom link, screenshot it, and here's the times available there. And the expert in the house this week is Crossline Diamond Glenn Martin. He is a phenomenal speaker, a truly authentic gem of a human being, and he gives a great Discover ASEA presentation that you won't want to miss to bring your guests to. That's 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday night, Australia. In Australia, advancinglifeintro.com is the Zoom link to join Glenn. So Julie and Dr. Wayne host a Discover ASEA webinar on Thursdays in Australia. So it starts 7:30 p.m. Queensland time, which correlates to, of course, Asia. And they are both extremely credible. They give a compelling, profound and impactful redox breakthrough and opportunity presentation. So another opportunity for you to join both Julie and Dr. Wayne. So we've got David again, not surprising, business training in Mandarin on Fridays. The compensation plan and opportunity is what he will be taking you through. And Monday night, this Monday night, Christina Williams, Diamond Christina Williams, will be hosting the team training webinar. The topic is dream building, goal setting, and attitude. And Christina is actually speaking at Webvention, and so is David He from Australia. So these two are in our team who have chosen these two leaders to speak by corporate. Christina is a phenomenal trainer. She's a gorgeous human being, a great leader, and bring guests to this webinar because she is very relatable and you'll love her message. So Alyssa, Dan and Stevie again are doing this webinar there every Saturday. That's at 11:30 Adelaide time. So be sure to know that's Adelaide time. Here is a Zoom link. They'll be featuring in a very professional way the Discover ASEA, Discover the Biggest Breakthrough in Health. So another one to add to your calendar. And Thursdays, there's the Redox. Maybe this is Julie's, I think. I think this might be Julie. Nope, Discover ASEA in New Zealand. I'm not sure who's
Mal
hosting
Sword.
this one. Mal, sorry. Okay, Mal. Okay, so August 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th, the Redox Breakthrough. You can see 7 p.m. New South Victoria and Queensland time for that as well. So there's the Zoom link. August 6th, Trainer of Trainers, Ambassador Diamond Alan Noble. It correlates to the August 7th, or in Australia, 10 a.m. Queensland time. A lot of Zooms I know, but these are really, really impactful trainers and leaders that are going to be delivering these.
And lots of great opportunities
Absolutely.
to hear from different perspectives, and lots of great opportunities to get your prospects to hear that all these presenters are going to do a phenomenal job. So it's
Definitely.
excellent.
Our next team leadership webinar is the first Saturday of September, Friday night, obviously in North America, so the 5th. So mark that in your calendars. This grand opening, it's still going ahead. Do you know? Someone might need to put a.
As far as I know, it is.
Yeah, I tried to look it up on A Team Support, but just mark this. I'm pretty sure if maybe David or Richard or someone wants to pipe up and see if it's been postponed, let me know. Otherwise, Philippines and Malaysia this month. So just quickly running through September, of course, Webvention, September 25th, 26th. Here's a breakdown of the times, the 25th, this is US days, so it'll correspond over to us, where quite a few people are having Webvention parties in their home, getting lots of people together to watch it as well as a team. So
great chance to get some food and just make an event out of it, connect with your team. And when these are recorded, so this will be pretty an inconvenient time, 3 a.m. or whatever in Australia. It's no problem at all, because as soon as it'll be recorded and available to you, so you can play it live. So, for us, we're going to start it at like 10 in the morning and have a great group of people to share it with at home.
ASEAconvention.com, or you can access your ASEA Virtual Office shopping cart, choose event tickets, and you'll see it's 112 Australian dollars or US 79 as general admission. Now, ASEA have gone a step further again. They're giving us 50 loyalty reward points if you register for Webvention. You can do that through your virtual office or the link I just supplied you with. And each individual ticket will receive 50 loyalty reward points.
That's more value than what the cost of the ticket is.
Yeah, exactly. Half a case of ASEA, 2 tubes of Renew 28. Phenomenal opportunity for us. So it's per device, just so you know. The last day you can purchase a ticket is September 4th, so don't leave it. It gives you access to the live convention feed, 30-day access to on-demand viewing of all convention content, convention store, recognition, sales or promotions, and you can hear all of the announcements first. So really great value. So November, we'll keep you posted whether or not Trish is coming out. We haven't heard otherwise at this stage. We'll just see how things are going. But Trish Schwenkler, ASEA's #1 ranked and paid associate presidential triple diamond. So I'll keep you updated on that. And of course, February next year, there is the Envision training. You can purchase your tickets through the shopping cart in your ASEA virtual office at the Gold Coast Convention Centre in Australia. We'll see how this pans out. It's still a good idea to get the inexpensive tickets as well before they go up, and they can always be refunded if needs be. So we follow that the next day by peak performance training. As you know, the tickets are $97 right now. It's in the same building, and this may become an online event. We'll see. There's a phenomenal team of leaders who are putting together this event. They would have been working on it for close to 10 months. So it'll be an event like no other that we have seen in the field, thanks to this focus group that are putting this together. So just a quick recap, so you know, there's convention, Envision, and peak performance. I should really say that's Webvention. So there's a recap of where to go to get your tickets. Lead by example, get the tickets, and your team will do the same. These newsletters don't come out as often, a few times a month, but here is where you can sign up to our newsletter to stay up to date on events. Following this webinar, we have Richard and David, whom will be going through these slides again in Mandarin for the Chinese community. So be sure to stay on and or invite people in your team who are Mandarin speaking to join these two fierce leaders. So the circle system, again, you can purchase that and download all the activity tracker group materials for free. You can a printer here on the Sunshine Coast will send out a professional coffee that Richard showed you that he uses. We use it. Thank you, Sean and Daja, again for pulling a few of the materials out from there to show how we can benefit from them. And we will see you on the 5th of September in Australia, 4th of September in the US. I can't thank our panelists enough today. Of course, Lourene, Richard, David, we heard from Mal and Danny and Ed, and of course, Sean and Daja. And thank you for all your messages in the chat group. We can't obviously go through all those. It's been a long webinar today, but we're truly grateful you've joined us, and we are yet again so excited for your success. We recognise all new associates that have come into the team. Welcome home. We're excited about your journey ahead. Just remember, take the handbrake off. Develop your confidence by taking action. Be consistent, like Lourene said, and you can create a life that most people truly only dream of. And what's more important is by adding value to their lives, you will have the income where you can help those around you in more ways than you possibly ever could have imagined. So if you need, this is extreme, but if you need to get up off the kitchen floor, or if you are thinking like you've got to knock on someone's door to see if they can help you out, please make a decision to take an educated look at ASEA and to really dive into your business, because you have gifts and talents and you have skills that we don't have that are needed. You're uniquely you. Your voice needs to be heard. This is the Ferrari, the McLaren. This is whatever you want to make it to be, but this is a vehicle that we know will be a safe place for you to develop and grow more as a person and lead a life that you possibly can't even imagine, but we know how beautiful it is on the other side once you make a decision. So congratulations for all of the success. Please utilize the new auto ship and reactivation promotion that ASEA have put together. We're so proud to know you and to meet you down the track, and it's a true honour to have been able to deliver this webinar with you today. So everyone else makes us look good, particularly our associate Jenny Rose.
Thank you for hanging in there with us. This has been a little bit of a longer webinar, but such a great opportunity to recognize all the incredible accomplishments. So thanks again. With that, we're going to turn it over to David and Richard.
David and Richard. Thank you, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.